Oh, hello. I didn't see you come in. Hi, my name is Dean Ormsby, and today I'm here to talk to you guys about a very serious issue. Now, most of the people watching this video have graduated high school and are probably college students. And if they aren't, then you probably have already graduated college. With that being said, just because you're watching this video doesn't mean that a lot of people in this world do not have a college education. And those people are subjected to unfair standards and are often at a large disadvantage compared to those with college degrees or some form of secondary education. So that is what I'm going to be talking about today.
Okay, so now we're going to break it down a little bit more conceptually. Now, it's no surprise to anyone watching this that a college education can be the determining factor in how financially successful an individual is. To be honest, I found so many different sources, so it's hard to say which one is exactly accurate with like median income among Americans with degrees versus those who don't, and things like that. But the point is, they make a lot more money. So why is this issue so relevant today? Well, since the pandemic, less and less high school graduates are choosing to attend college. While various journalists and politicians are going to go back and forth and argue about exactly why this is, most people attribute it to the pandemic. You see, in 2020, all colleges pretty much went completely online. And while this was fine for high school when you're a parent and your child is paying absolutely zero money to go to public school for just 1 year where it's online, a lot of parents aren't down to pay 30 grand for their adult child to sit in a dark room and stare at a computer inside their house. So naturally, less and less people went to college. Now, a person who is not interested in college in 2024 has many reasons to say no, not just the pandemic. Affordability is a huge one these days, as colleges have only continued to get progressively more expensive every single year. According to one credible source, tuition has increased an average of 170% within the last 40 years. And it's been going up since way before that. Regardless of the reasons, there is no doubt that many young adults are looking for alternative routes after high school. But unfortunately for these individuals, they are more likely to make less money, they will be more likely to be turned down for jobs, and they will work for companies for less time. This is a very unfortunate thing that is happening in our society, yet it is nothing new. This has been going on for many, many years, although it is just more prevalent now because less students are attending college after high school. I'm sure back in the day, your grandparents or great-grandparents probably chose to get a full-time job after high school. But since the 1970s and 1980s, college has been a much more prominent path. So with all this being said, what exactly can you do to help? Well, it may not be realistic for me to tell you to march on over to the first CEO, tech, giant, corporate billionaire that you find and shake him by the scruff of his neck and tell him, hey man, you gotta start hiring more people and not caring as much about whether they have a college degree or not. Look, that's just not realistic, okay? And I'm here to provide realistic solutions. So, what can you do to help? The first thing that you can do is encourage those with degrees to pursue some form of education. Like I said, we all know at least one person, probably many more, from around your age that chose to not pursue a college education, and that's totally okay. But that doesn't mean that there's other things that they can't do. Trade schools are incredible at the knowledge that they will provide you with, and many trades pay lots of money. Some trades can make even more money than college degrees. Another thing that you can do is start shopping at local businesses more often. This may seem irrelevant, but many people without a secondary education will turn to entrepreneurship. You don't need a degree to start a business, so supporting those in this situation will only help them succeed in life. Finally, my third and final thing that you can do to help these people feel less exploited and marginalized is if you ever work alongside someone without a secondary education, which is probably more likely than you might think here in the future, depending on what careers you guys pursue. But one thing that you can do is treat them with kindness and respect, and most importantly, treat them as equals. Many people without degrees are likely to feel alienated and ostracized by their coworkers and counterparts for not having a secondary education. So your kindness could go a long way.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. I hope that I was able to teach you guys a little bit of something and maybe spread some awareness while providing some realistic and important solutions. See you guys around.